Well, hello again. Welcome. Those of you on Twitch hanging through there, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're just finishing up a couple things here real quick and getting online again, this time as Qantas 320. Reason being, it sometimes helps QFA 320. We are a Boeing 737-800. And folks, we are going to fly from Sydney.
With information Golf inbound to land runway 16 right.
I don't even want to know how he had information here. I'm about to go find out. But welcome. We are flying. I'm not sure if this is a retro Qantas or what. I like it though. I really do over the normal Qantas. So I hope you like this flight. Again, we're sitting, as you heard, Sydney, and we're about to depart for Brisbane. It's a short hop. Give you the mileage here. One moment. Well, maybe he says 400 miles. So a little short up to there, turn around. Well, not turn around, and we'll wrap things up. The third flight today, folks, was supposed to be in the 720. Now, that's not a 727, folks. That's actually a 707. 120. Problem is, I can't seem to figure out how to get it started. I've looked at the checklist a couple times. I'm kind of unable to right now. So worst case scenario, if we do go for flight number 3, we'll probably do it in the Pan Am, either 727 or 737. So we'll see how that all works out. We're just, for some reason, and like I said earlier, folks, I actually made a video 2 years ago of how to start this airplane. However, through changes the author made, I have no idea how or what to do. All right, enough. Let's get up in the office and get away from this external generator, at least here. And let's pre-flight and get going. All right, there's Sim Toolkit. And we'll get rid of that. Let's see, who's barking around here? Because I'm sure not seeing them. No, I'm not going to see them in it.
Traffic AS89, full stop landing, runway 16 right.
And I'm not seeing them when I pull it up in VATSIM. Very interesting. Although I did see somebody coming in. So, you know what? Oh, my bad. I just clicked the wrong. Go to flight summary. Yeah, here's what I saw. This coming in, but I don't see any traffic. So I'm kind of wondering where, if there is actually somebody out there. Okay, enough. I know y'all couldn't see that, so I'm going to get back and do what we were doing.
Sydney traffic AS89 cleared active runway 16 right.
Okay, okay. We'll leave it at that. All right, let's look at the loadout today. Today's flight, 124 people, headed up to Brisbane, 24,800 pounds. And we're going to put on 13,000, just shy of 200 pounds, 35 on the cost index, 37 on the flight level. Looks like a great flight coming out of here.
AS80, Sydney traffic, AS89, taxi to gate 8, Bravo 3, Bravo, Ali 1, Sydney.
Hopefully he's done. Winds are out of the south at 15, so obviously 16 right. Clear visibility, okay, 19 degrees, folks. Up in Brisbane, a northwesterly wind at 4 knots, 71 degrees, call it 72. Again, a beautiful day. A few clouds at 1,500 feet. I am not sure what the RFs are all about. So, and again, we are on, as you can hear, with traffic here. All right, again, we use this great tool, Sim Toolkit. It's free. All you got to do is just reach out and should be able to find it real easy. All right, so let's get into this checklist here. We're pretty much just turnaround. Now, technically, this flight at 6:30 Australian time, call it almost 7 a.m., could very well be cold and dark startup. But we're going to go ahead and take it as a turnaround. Because it could have came up from Melbourne on its way. You know, there is a big corridor there, folks. All right, let's put that on ground power. All right, so battery, standby power, ground power on. All good. IFE and cabin on. Equipment cooling in the middle here is on. And we'll deal with these animals, no smoking, and fasten seatbelt here in a minute. We are on the ground power. Fuel pumps are off. We have our window heat on, probe heat off, test. Okay. Anti-ice off. And we're ready, and trim air on. And looks good to go. Let's head up to the top. All right, we're going to go to align on DC, and we're waiting for the words align. Boom, go to nav. Over here on your flight recorder, just click it so the light goes off. Okay, everything looks good here. Reversers off, EECs on, oxygen looks good, and normal 3 green on the gear, and test, and everything looks good. Now, there were a few more things tested up here. I'm going to have to watch a video again. Interesting. Oh, here's where... they were probably testing down in here. Okay, never mind. I now see what I remembered seeing now. Okay, so everything again looking good. Cross feed. Blue light out. Good deal. All right, we've got the IRS aligning, so let's go right into it. FMC. Good till the 30th of this month. We are at Yankee. Sierra Yankee. Boom. Gate 49, if I remember right. Swoop. Yeah, what happened, folks, what took a little bit of time, I was sitting right here. Now we need to be right here. But yeah, we're in, I believe, yeah, 49. And we'll go to the next page. Odd day, so we'll go here, here, and click it in. And if you're curious, it's Yankee Bravo Bravo November. All right. We don't need to fill any more of this out, but we do need to pause. Head over here. Go home. Click Fuel, Airside. Next page. Load. And verify. 124, that's what I'm doing right now. 124 block fuel 13,196, and we're estimating 119,842. Activate. Here comes the jetway. All right, and we'll continue on for the moment. That's going to do its thing now. Bear with me. Might be able to hear some of the activity here. Okay. Probe heat.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Okay, probe heat's off. Uh-oh, what's that noise? Okay, that's part of the jetway, okay. Anti-ice engine, hydraulics on, electrics off, fuel pumps all off, trim airs on, recirculators auto, packs auto, isolation valve open. Engine bleeds on, APU currently off until we're done fueling. And currently the cruise landing altitudes are put in. Fasten seatbelts will turn on. Let's head to the FMC. Okay, we're about 63% there. And I want to bring charts in here. Okay. Hang on. And then all right, there we go. And basically what I want to be able to do is walk. Ooh, we may not be able to very easily. All right, well, we may not be able to use charts that much. Sorry, folks. I thought we would. That's what you get when you're live. All right. Well, okay. We'll do it a different way then. Go to plan. There we go. All right. Request flight plan. Load. And then you're going to get an activate. All right, so now let's get in here, do our departure arrival, 16 right. Now, I do not believe we have a, nope, we don't. So I don't believe we'll see anything we could use. Yeah, they're either going towards Melbourne or out west to here. Okay, no biggie. And we're off 16 right, correct? Yeah. Yeah, they're not anywhere close. 16 right will activate, and
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
okay, and then legs. And then let's just walk through it here real quick. Okay, there's TESAT, OLSEM, ISM, and MBUG. Walking at the BANDA, AMCAX, GOMA, LAGBA, and into BN. Now, BN happens to be our next one. Currently, cancel. Currently, the wind, 310, looks like it's favoring runway 1 right. Holy man, I don't think I've been into this airport. Oh. I like this airport. Wow. What an airport. Domestic goes there. Yeah, we're coming in 1 right. All right. Are there any approaches for our way in? Well, technically, we could. On the Gamo 3. Gommel. So we are going to Gommel. I'm going to do the Gommel. I don't know if we'll end up with traffic or not, but okay, hang on. And hang on a second. My phone has finally began to act like itself again. Of course. Oh, I tell you. Hang on. All right. I'll hopefully catch your Twitch chats here in a second, folks. My phone is updating. So we've got the Gomo 3X Gomo. Now for the approach. RNAV. Well, you know what? Okay, hang on a second here, folks. There we go. Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to dial that down. There we go. All right, and that's why I kind of do this, folks, just to make sure everything capisces out right. Okay, so Ferric, Lagbo. I'm going to have to come down one more. There we go. And yeah, we'll do the RNAV. Which one are we doing? I think it was Sierra. Okay, so Varick, 8,000, Lagbo, Arnu, Colton, Kazba, Sorov. Okay. Then it's 525, 535, which we don't see. $545. And then we're on the approach. 55 is missed approach. Okay. Phew. Fun approach. All right. Now, unfortunately, 565 is our missed approach. This does not take us to our YSBCG, which is Gold Coast. That's a cool airport, by the way, folks. Flew into it with the 727 a couple times with Piedmont Virtual, historic airline, and pretty cool little airport if you ever get a chance. All right, so let's bring it out to map and up to 20. There we go. And let's press on. So that's set. I'm going to get up here, get the APU going so those peeps can get aboard. Okay, I'm just making sure we fire up here. There, we got the indications. There it goes. Hang on a second, folks. The first officer has come onto the deck, decked out, ready for pictures. If only I had a camera, which I don't even know if I'd turn on, but hang on a second. Sorry, folks. The little 6-month-old decked out for pictures with mom. Very cute. Wish I could, like I said, give pictures, but it could be delicate there, so we'll stay out of that. Anyway, let's continue on here. Okay, APU's fired up. And I want to take a look outside. My guess, they mentioned something about buses. My guess would be as if we're at an airport where we're on a, we'll say like right here. and the jetways aren't used or they're not there. So pretty cool. Some extra stuff with the airside things that they've started here. All right, so from here, APU bleeds on and good. All right. Oh, one more thing. Apu. Bless you. Okay, so next up on the hit parade. I lost where I was. There I am. Perf page. So we go back to route. Now I'm going to do a route copy. And alternate destination is, one more time, YBCG. I did that wrong. Did it wrong again. There we go. BCG. There we go. And I like just putting it in, folks. Not a requirement, but I like doing it. Now let's go to the perf init. And let's start loading this aircraft. Okay, so currently we're at 0. That number should start to rise here. As there it goes. Okay, so we'll come down here. All right, and perf init request. Load. Now there will not be an activate here. Okay, so that's our load, correct? 19.8. Our reserve today, and what I use, just go into your briefing at SimBrief, alternate, and my RSV or reserve. In my case, I go 45 minutes all the time on that. So that's 2.4 plus 3.3. If you said 5.7, you're very good. Okay, again, 37,000. Everything looks good. Double check. Transition. I don't know if it shows up on this page. I don't think it does. Interesting. Oh well, we'll go and say, that sounds good. All right, now, here's where we're going to bring some toolkit in again, so you all can see how I do this. All right, now I have integrated into Sim Toolkit. By the way, we're about to hear November 773ER turning final. SimBrief. View flight plan. Okay. Now, if you want to see the runway, how much you use and all, you'll have to go here and put in all the data. If you want the data already loaded for you, go here. You just don't get the runway. Okay, just a caveat there. Put that in HEPA. And we are in HEPA here, right? Let me double check. Yep, 1010. All right, and calculate. So we're going to go flaps 5. We'll set it for takeoff 2, 53 degrees. And then this will roughly be our numbers. Probably off, just to let you know. But you'll see why here in a second. Hide. Takeoff. Calculate. There we go. All right, let me pull that away now. Show you how we take this and set it up. Okay, we said takeoff 2, and we said 53 on the temp. Boom. Wait for it. Active. And select. And then we go to, well, let's see. Yep. Takeoff. Now, first click CG. Go to the next page, folks. It really doesn't kill you. Winds here are 190 at 20, if you remember. It's right there on the page, folks. Slope on the sim brief page. Let me bring Sim Toolkit up real quick. Y'all really are missing out on some realism here. That's not so hard. Go to flight log. Up 0. I'm going to put 1. So U 0.1, right? Yeah, 0.1. Round it up, folks. Real simple. Okay, and then back on SimBrief. Our next set of numbers. Flaps 5 and V1. Okay, so let's do this. Slash runway heading. Now you can get that off your aircraft chart or Sim Toolkit. 155. And that's all there was to it, folks. It's nothing super hard.
We changed her outfit.
Okay, all you do is click the line select here, then put 5 in there, and we're about ready to go. Now, the reason the numbers are lower, notice the numbers here. Here's Sim Toolkit again. Okay, read at the bottom. Speeds increased to improve your climb limitations. So you've got a V1 of 150, 56, 63. I'm going to go with those this time. So 150. 156. Oh, I clicked in. Sorry, folks. And 163. So again, you can see the difference, but again, if you read that, it told you it was increasing so you could get a better climb out of it. And then I'll click that off so I don't go, what? And we're ready to go now, folks. Just a couple last minute things here.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door standby for all call.
Flight director's on.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
morning, folks, from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can. And as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
And again, welcome aboard on my part. And we'll get the seatbelt on. Okay, let's finish this thing up, shall we? Okay, we said 163, so let's go. Okay, 155, I probably went the wrong way. There we go, right there. And we have any ATC whatsoever? No. All right, so all the way up to 37. Okay, over here on the minimum, so let's set 400. Even though I'm planning to go straight out and then come back at TESAT and then proceed on course. Okay. All right, we're set there. 10-10. And that's 14 minutes old. Okay. All right. We're pretty much ready to go, folks. Let me dial this up. That's set. Okay, fuel flow reset, and okay, all looks good. Put this one on legs.
Slide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain.
Okay, landing gear 3 green, flaps up, spoilers down, flaps show up here. Parking brakes, and we're ready to go. Okay. Doors are all closed. We're ready to go. All right, let's call better pushback.
And ground to cockpit. G'day, mate. Go ahead and show me where you'd like to point now. Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up right now.
It doesn't look like it's going to drop off any buildings here. But it came right out of the building. All right, here we go. Chocks.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect?
Cleared to connect.
Connected and bypass been inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
Alright, starting the pushback and you may spool them. Clear to start engine.
All right, to start this, basically, folks, very simple. Fuel pumps on, packs have to be off, and you can start 2 or 1. We'll start 2. Between 17 and 25, that's when you can select your fuel valve to idle. Fuel enters at 25-ish. This is, by the way, default scenery for those curious. All right, my phone's done updating. There we go. Sorry about that again, folks. You know, technology, gotta love it or hate it. Either way. All right, I am going to go ahead and throw the generator on.
Alright, mate. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set.
Alright, mate. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, I hope y'all are ready. We've got about an hour or so flight up to Brisbane.
Tow is disconnected. Bypass pin, yeah, it's removed. I'll give you thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Hey, thanks for the pushback, better pushback. To those on the stream or listening on YouTube or watching, it's a free utility for X-Plane. Great pushback qualities. We kind of showing a little bit of them, but folks, you can really make this thing do a lot. Atlanta is one of those places you could have to do some serious zigzagging. But anyway, that's not where we are. Thank you, sir, so much. Let me get over here. And away he goes. All right, let's do it. Generator 1 on. All right, so we're going to go through engine gens on, system A and B on, probe heat on. Okay, on the gens. And off, turn the packs on. Don't need the anti-ice and flaps down to flaps 5. Taxi lights set. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for taxi. Auto brake, reject. Landing lights, ATCT will go ahead, set Terra so we don't forget. Again, as we mentioned in the video prior to this, so if you guys on YouTube, go back to the A350 Orlando to Atlanta, I'll mention this as well. All VATSIM controllers worry about, do they see mode C, which means they see you, as he said to one individual. That's all they don't know if you're on TARA or not, or TA or altitude, depending on type of aircraft. That's up to you for you to be able to see traffic. All right. So trim for today should be 5.75. That looks pretty close. It's a shame. Would love to be able to set it, but it doesn't really mean anything, folks. It just a little, to me, a little more, I don't know, reason to not like a Boeing. Oh. Anyway, I actually do prefer the Airbuses. And Sydney traffic, Qantas 320, taxi 216 right. And sorry folks to burst bubbles, I don't believe in long-winded dissertations of where I'm going. I figure you all can see a plane moving and go, I bet that was him, Muffy. All right, so let me get this reset. Trying to keep things to where they're easy for me to see. We're on Charlie here, headed over to, I don't even know what taxiway that is. Huh. Holding point, hold short point. And as far as I know, I will recheck as we line up for the taxiway to the runway. We're ready to go. Okay, okay, engine start. Let's do this check here real quick. And Sydney traffic, Qantas 320 departing 16 right. And blanking. The lower one. Okay, ATCT LNAV will not join us, so we'll go to that. RTO, we're ready to go. Here we go, folks.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Sydney traffic after departing company, landing up runway 16 right, Qantas 1 Sydney traffic.
Okay, and by the way, folks, Toga's right here. But you gotta turn this on to get it.
80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Okay, we'll make a quick turn this way. And what I'm basically going to do is just loop around to come over TESAT. And at the same time, clear that. All the while we're climbing. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I know we're in an ad break. Thank you so much for being a part of Flying with Mike. It is such an honor. And Well, we're going to get the lights here in just a second. We're going to actually okay, lights. All right, folks, we're on our way. Hope you enjoyed that departure, terrain, weather. Boy, I know a lot of people out there looking forward to the weather updates coming when they come to X-Plane. The sneak peek they gave to us, oh my gosh. That is gonna be awesome. And there is a video out there of what Mr. Zibo and company are up to. And I look forward to it. All right, we're on our way. Folks, if the ads are too much for you, you can always subscribe. That's the easiest way to get rid of them. We'd love to have you, though, around. It's just such a blast here on Twitch. We will be signing in to monetize with YouTube here shortly. I want to get a couple things lined up first before pushing into that endeavor. Can't wait. Couple of emojis I want to try to make myself. I also want to get badging set up better, and memberships looking the way, you know, professionally should be for sites, you know, for YouTube people. So so you all can become members over there if you choose, just like if you choose to subscribe here. We thank you. We want love to keep all of our subscribers here, but I know some just, you know, money's tight. I get it. Oh my gosh, do I get it. You're talking to someone out of work here. This is my work right now while I look, and I have been looking and looking, and just yeah, it's going to bring me down. So we're going to keep on away from that. But folks, please remember, it's not meant in any way, you know, from Twitch. You know, they got to pay their bills. You know, we got to pay some of our bills as well. The airline or the stream has, but that's where all the money goes, folks. I am not using it during this unemployment. Matter of fact, the A330 that we just purchased was from the money earned here. So just so you know, we're, you know, not using it right now. It is directly directed at the stream. Donations, love them, folks, if you're so inclined. But we're also gonna look at doing some charity work here soon. I'm trying to find the safest platform to do that. I have a couple of very near and dear charities. I've spoke of them before here. And they could use all the help I know that I can give them, along with everyone else. So we're going to look into this. I know we haven't yet. It's just a lot going on, especially being out of work. So we're through 20,000 feet, folks, on our way to 37. I'm going to shut up, and I'm just going to let the plane do the talking. All right, so I hope y'all, by the way, I have not made mention, Twitchers, of this. I'm sorry if I'm offending Twitch folks, Twitch people. It's hump day. I hope your week has gone well to this point and that your eyes are now setting themselves towards the weekend, folks. It's almost right upon us. I hope you're ready for it. Hope you got some great plans. It's fall, folks. A lot of great stuff. I know here in St. Louis, one of those big things, I mean, aside from all the little haunted houses and things like by the way, if you didn't know this, St. Louis is one of the few cities in the United States with a free, yeah, you're hearing that word right, free zoo. And folks, it's not like a little petting zoo. It's bigger than most people's pay zoos that you pay to go through. So now there are little sections where you pay, but overall the zoo is free, and it's a testimony to the city that they can keep it free. So if you're ever in St. Louis, one, you can look me up. Two, check out the zoo. And no, I don't get paid for telling you that. I just thought I'd mention that. But, aside from those little things, folks, we also have something here in St. Louis. A lot of you love to probably do as well. Take a drive out into the country and see the changing foliage. Okay, some of you may only have fields of wheat or corn or soybean, which a lot of Illinois is. However, by the rivers, you usually have this gorgeous fall foliage that just is on display. And I think we are nearing the peak this week or next. So drives to what we call Pierre Marquette here. It's a little area north of the city with cabins, a nice lodge, beautiful views of the Mississippi River. And later, as we get closer to January, February, the bald eagles come in, and you can watch and see them in their glory. Oh, just spectacular up there. But yeah, lots, and that's not the only place, folks. Just take a drive out towards Springfield, Missouri, or out to Columbia. The colors are just amazing. Just like they are probably in your areas. You probably have those areas too. So I hope you all get out and enjoy. Okay, if you're in Australia, okay, it's coming back to life. It's their spring now, folks. So they already got to enjoy that. So, welcome in Australia. It is now, what, 7:30? 8 o'clock, something like that? Good morning. But yeah, we're on our way. Actually, great turnaround there, folks. About 35 minutes. So that wasn't too bad on the actual aircraft once we were up and running on stream. So that was pretty good. Why does things look weird? Hang on. Kind of like a little ice ring around our window here. Not 100% sure what this is with the windshield. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Working something else. I forgot to get started before leaving. We're on flight number 2. Now, if we get to flight 3, that is awesome. If we don't, we are having putting a kind of a word out to help. Getting this 707-120 to go to work is challenging, and haven't been able to get it to crank yet. So anyone that is familiar with this aircraft, in X-Plane 12, 707-120, otherwise known as the 720B, I'd sure love the help. I've got the electrics on, the air on, fuel pumps all on, valves open, even though those are transferring valves and all, but they're all open. It just will not register air starting. And I don't know why. I've even turned the air conditioning off, turned all the different bleeds and all off and on, and just nothing. So I'm gonna try it again later tonight, off stream, and see what happens. Eurofighter 101, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome aboard. Headed to Brisbane, Eurofighter 101. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. We appreciate you. Not really sure the livery here, folks. I don't know if it's historic or new or what. I like it. Seeing the black eyebrow up top tells me probably older, but pretty cool. I kind of like this one. But welcome in, a Eurofighter. I only fly X-Plane 12. I will not fly the other iteration of a simulator out there. I left Microsoft back in 2020. Not because of Microsoft 2020, although some videos I saw really turned and didn't really want to sink that kind of dough in it, and came over to X-Plane and won't be going back anytime soon. Same here. I last flew FSX. I'm one of those that actually liked it, but it also took, to like FSX, a new computer that was really, I like to call like a Cray weather computer. You really needed a pretty decent computer to run it. Yes, it's 32-bit. Yes, I get all of that. But folks, once you got the system in place, it was a pretty decent sim. And I didn't go to prepared either. So, but when that computer ran out of memory, it wouldn't even boot up. That's the kind of memory we're talking. We bought a new computer, and we put X-Plane on it, and we're never, ever, ever disappointed. X-Plane from the last time I tried it, way back in like 2006, 7, or 8. What a difference. And I highly recommend it. All right, seatbelt signs off. Go ahead and kill the wing lights for now. And let's let them all know.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember YSSY to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once we start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
Well, we're glad to have you aboard, Eurofighter. Hope to see you on many journeys. This, like I said, will be probably the last one today. I'm a little I did a lot behind the scenes with the window heat, and I'm wondering if I tripped something. Zibo, you didn't turn any where are the circuit breakers? Just making sure you're not playing the old circuit breaker game on me. I don't think you did. Okay. Okay, just making sure. I'm just trying to figure out why there's so much ice forming on the windows. And I'm not in precipitation. Huh. Oh well. Hopefully we'll have a great run, great landing in Brisbane. I thought I'd been here before, but looking at that airport chart, I'm going. Now, I know I've been to Gold Coast and something else with Ansett. It's one of the airlines that Piedmont has. But really not certain about anything else. I mean, wow. I'm going to have to see about Brisbane over there. The only problem is they cater to everything but the Pan Ams that would be flying it today. Well, if Pan Am was today, the 747s, the caterers, they cater more to the PMDG side of the house. Which is fine. Their airline. If I wanted to make it more of a realism, as they try to be anyway, I'd fire my own up. I've done 3. I'm not doing a 4th. And I will say this much to Piedmont and American and Lufthansa, United, Spirit, and EasyJet. That's a lot of airlines packed into one. It isn't easy, I know. And that's why I don't complain there. I just find another way. All right, so we have 30 minutes, folks. 30 minutes into Brisbane. All right, cruise. Do we have center fuel? We shouldn't on such a short haul. Keep our AP and FMC checks and... Oh, it says the link is invalid. Uh-oh. I'm going to go check right now, sir. Yeah, let me... Give that a try. Oh boy, I'm not very Discord savvy. Hey, there we go. All right, try this one. Oh, you got it. Well, I got to go in and change things now. Man, making more work for me. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? All right, so that takes care of it there. Now I got to remember, is it on timer? Aha. Ooh, that does mean quite a bit of work. I just realized that. Wow. Um, okay, good. All right, Eurofighter, I hope you have a great night. I get it, it's late in the UK, and we'll see you on the next flights, hopefully, or when you have time. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's start looking here. We're about 77 miles from starting down into Brisbane. Real quick here. By the way, we are playing. Uh-oh. Winds are shifting. Great. Oh, well, looks like we may have a tailwind on the landing. Let's bring in some charts real quick, and then we'll take a look at the numbers. Real quick, we're going to come in on the Gomel 3 X-ray arrival. So from Gomel, it's Varick, Lagab, Arno-U, Cotton, Caspa, and Sorva. Now, Sorva is the initial fix for the RNIP S arrival to one right. So that's why you see that line. And that looks like pretty tight. I'm going to see what we're in for. But 230, no faster than at Arnu, no faster than 185 at Sorva. Okay. Again, it is an RNAV approach. Now it says for all runways visual. You aren't doing an ILS off this one. You could, but it's challenging. Letting y'all get a chance to read everything. Okay, oh, now we're going to show the RNAV. Okay, now, again, this is an RNAV approach. Across the very top here is what we're doing, RNIP Sierra runway 1 right into Brisbane International. Here's the frequencies we could, may not, but could run into. Matter of fact, quick check. Okay, and oh, Carnes, I've been there. But anyway, RNAV, so we don't have to set any frequencies. Now, I'm going to set the ILS in here. I'll explain in a minute. It's kind of a backup. But final approach course 016. BN of Brisbane 535. We got to be at 1950 feet above ground level. I'm sorry, above sea level. Bold. Bracketed is above ground, so that's 938. There's only 12 feet between the two, folks. We're right on the coast. Okay, RNIP has to be 0.30 or better, and we're at 0.2. 0.1, so we're doing really good for our track. And there's our missed approach, and then oh, interesting. Okay, so again, here we go. Sorva BN 525, 535 shows your maximum speeds. I plan to be very close to VREF at this point, and then coming around. Okay, Sorva is about, looks like 10 miles. 545 is going to be about a 3-mile final. So we got to be on our numbers. That's why I plan to be doing what I'm doing. We need 2.4 kilometers to shoot this approach visibility wise, and again 418 feet is our minimum. I'm going to go ahead and set that. All right, let's get to it, shall we? All right, real quick, 220. Now it's starting to get worse. Okay, that's 9 minutes ago. 220 at 7. Temperature 24. And 10:11. Estimated landing weight, clear. Where are you? 126.1. Okay, we'll add 5. All right, so we're going to need 2,185 meters, about halfway down the runway. Cool. All right, let's set our sights now here. Okay, so we'll plan about a 145 or so approach. All right, here we go, folks. We're going to shoot this even with this mean tailwind. All right, looks good, folks. Okay, we're within 20. Seth He, no, it's not the A350. We're on the second flight to Brisbane. So hope you all enjoy. We are at top of descent. We are going to initiate. Oops. Okay, we're starting down, and yeah, we did the first flight, Orlando to Atlanta. You're more than welcome to catch it here or on our YouTube channel. It's not available yet over there. We don't dual stream yet. There's some things about it that I'm working through that I need to talk to some people about, using Restream or a direct method. So that's why it's not available yet. Otherwise, we'd be doing both. But it'll be up on YouTube hopefully later tonight, and this flight will follow there sometime tomorrow. All right, we got a gift sub put out there to 5 people. Hope they enjoy the ad-free viewing, and I hope they come aboard and be a part of Flying with Mike. But thank you, Seth, for the question. Lost your name there, sorry. Even Seth High, or HL. Thank you for coming aboard. As I've been saying earlier, folks, the third flight we hoped to get in today is currently, we're having troubles getting it to come to be. So if we do get time to fly it tonight, it will probably be the 727 instead of the 707-100. It's just, we can't get the thing started, and I don't know where I'm failing at it. So, and the saddest thing is, now granted, there's been updates since my video. 2 years ago, I did a video on how to start it. It's not anything like that today, and kudos to the maker. I love that. So that means I got to make another video once I figure it out. So I hope you enjoy. We're in an interesting Qantas livery and descending on Brisbane. Now, if you're interested, folks, I'm usually not up at this time, although lately I've been kind of awake, so I could. Is it VATPAC that runs Australia, New Zealand, or just Australia? They run an event every Monday morning, their time, real late and real early, our time, here in the U.S. From Melbourne. It's called the Milk Run, Melbourne to Sydney. And it's amazing to look at just how many flights go between the two, and Brisbane. So they talk about the J route or something like that. I'm half tempted to do this once. It's just a very, very late start for me. Early start for me. So I think it's like 3 in the morning, 4 for me, something like that. So that's why I have it. But again, I'm highly tempted, and there's a few people in Australia that might appreciate me trying this. So All right, now we're down to 29,000. Let's bounce over to here.
On the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
I never know if they're done or not. All right, let's make sure the seatbelts are on.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Okay, I need to dial down. There we go. And folks, as the captain said, I hope y'all enjoyed the flight from Sydney to Brisbane. We should be on the ground here shortly. Been a blast flying it. Now, folks, 18,000 is not our transition level. Speaking of that, what is it? 10,000. So, when we get ready to switch the lights, aircraft lights on, that's when we'll do it. This is actually a fun run. I may have to get back in Australia and do some more Australia flying with Piedmont. Okay, Barrick, our first fix in that ain't gonna help us, is it? First fix here, folks, is the 8,000 or higher mark. Then I am gonna be making these marks because we're gonna have to come in. Weather, again, is marginal. A few clouds at 1,500. Oh, we have a broken layer at 2,000. Oh, crud. That's 22 minutes old, folks. Yeah, and we could be seeing a little fog here creep in too. So, right now the visibilities are okay, but oh my. Oh my. Got used to flying a Huey. All right, approach ref set. We're looking good there. All right, here we go. We got speed brakes out yet? Nope. Okay. All right, there's 10,000, and here come the brakes. Okay, Lagob, we're okay. Around you, we'll be descending to 6,000 here in a minute. Let's get past these next 4 miles and then we'll set it in.
Thousand to go.
All right, we are slowing to 220 and then going to continue on down to 180. Actually, we'll go ahead on down to 150 after this.
Thousand to go. Thousand to go.
500.
Thousand to go. Thousand to go.
And Brisbane traffic, Qantas 320, turning final runway 1 right.
Approaching minimums. Minimum 400.
And we'll be landing.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20, 10.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 320 off 1 right. forgot to set the auto brakes. That's why we use so much runway. Well, that didn't help the floating. Okay, let's get the terrain off, the weather off. Okay. Okay, going down the line here, fuel pumps. Here in a minute. Hope y'all enjoyed. And hope y'all enjoy those gift subs. Let's see here. I need to turn the beacon off. And there we go. All right, and the aircraft is being offloaded. Folks, I want to thank you so much for being a part of Flying with Mike. That was another great flight today. According to our friends at Mac Air, 32 feet a minute. We'll take it. let's see. Elevatech put us in, I felt a little harder, and they put 338 on it. So, and we were a little fast, which we kind of knew. So, but folks, overall, great flight, great time indeed. I want to thank you all for being a part of Flying with Mike. This will end it for now. Not yet. Get rid of this first. And this. There we go. All right, so let's put this up here. Sim Toolkit. All right, blah, blah, blah. 411 feet a minute Sim Toolkit got us at. Again, we went from up here to Brisbane. Oh, it looks like we may have done that run before. Okay, just don't remember it. We fly so much, you just don't remember every place you've been. A touch harder at 1.6 Gs. Was an hour and 15-minute run, 400 miles, 2,900 kilograms of fuel, and a speed of 147 knots. Let's see where we touched down, because I know we went long. All right, hang on, folks. Here we go. All right, so we have a slight displacement here. So your legal landing point is the threshold line. We were 2,500 feet down the runway. Still within the landing zone, not far from the aiming point that we were going for, even though it shows up about right here on our sim. 10 feet off the center line. Overall, another great flight, great landing. So I hope y'all enjoyed. And I think, let me pull this back. Let me see how things look out here. I wonder why the baggage doors aren't open. Huh, interesting. Well, let's do it. Let's try and do a replay. Oops, forgot to disconnect from VATSIM. Our client XPilot will automatically disconnect you if you forget. See where we are in this, by the way. Maybe. Oh, I forgot we can't. Hang on. Let's just try to back things up. Hang on. Okay, good. Some airplanes, ooh, I kinda, that'll work. Let's see how it looked. Flared early, that's why. There's where we should have touched down. Folks, that actually looked pretty good. Hang on, I am going to... Yeah, a little rough on the plane. All right, let's fly back one more time. I'm going to get a flyover here. And let's take a look from each of the seats. Look at that coming off the wing. Oh, looks great. And two more looks. Let's look, what the heck is the tower? Oh, there it is.
400. 300. 200.
Makes you think they got a lot of space here, don't they?
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Overall, it doesn't look too bad, folks. All right, let's go out just a little bit, see how well the tower plays here. I had a feeling. No complaints here. Just wish we could have seen it in the tower. But overall, folks, this was a fun flight. Toggle back. Huh, wonder why those didn't open. Huh, interesting. Very, very interesting. It doesn't matter. Folks, that is a great run for the day. I want to say thank you all. Thank you, Eurofighter, for the follow. And the gift subs that were given out. I hope those of you that received them enjoy them. Realize that's with those subs is ad-free viewing. So we hope to see you quite a bit. I hope you resub at the end of the term. So for now, folks, we're going to wrap it up. Hope you all have a great rest of your night. Sorry, flight number 3 will not air. We have just, like I said, I can't seem to figure out the sequence to get this aircraft to start. Once I do, I guarantee it'll fly again here on the stream. So for now, thank you all for joining us. God bless you all. And as our verse of the day says, I do love this verse. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. I know a thing or two about that one. Be constant in prayer. There's not a lot to that one, folks. It really kind of tells you pretty much the way it is. So just rejoice in hope. Be patient in your tribulation. And always, constantly be in prayer. That's Romans 12:12. And wow, what an inspiration that verse is. Folks, you all have a great night. God bless you all. We'll see you for sure tomorrow and possibly tonight. God bless.